Hey, folks, welcome to Verified Investing's trade setups and action video. My name is Gareth Soloway, Chief Market Strategist and Master Trader here at InTheMoneyStocks.com. Today's date is Wednesday, October 9th, 2019. Markets are trading right around the highs of the day. You're looking at the intraday SPY chart, 10-minute candles. And again, notice we're up here. Here's the way the day started with a nice gap higher. We went sideways chop and then have floated on extreme light volume. One of the biggest things that stands out to me, it's a nice up day, 1.22% right now on the SPY, but you have to look at the volume. So yesterday the markets got crushed on about 98 million in total shares. Today we've traded 35 million with less than an hour left. So I think, we'll probably do only about 45 to 50 million today on the day, and that's about half of the volume of yesterday. What does that mean? Well, it's generally not a good sign. And the reason it's not a good sign is because what it tells you is big money's not buying in. So yesterday, with all that heavy volume, big money was selling, right? I mean, it's not mom and pop selling 100 shares that is causing 98 million in volume on the SPY. It's obviously big money. So the fact is, if the market goes up on heavy volume, that would be a positive sign because it tells you big money's buying. With 35 million in shares today with less than an hour left, that is not the case. Again, that's telling you that it's not big money buying back into this market, and that generally leads me to believe that I can continue to short bounces in this market, just like I've been buying pops. Like I actually picked up 3 stocks long yesterday in verified investing with members, and we took profits on some other trades. In fact, we sold VXX yesterday for a 7% gain in just one day. VXX is kind of like being short since it goes up on volatility, and we had a great day yesterday on that. But my point is, this is one of the best swing trading markets in the world right now, in history, at least in my history, over the last 20 years. The reason why it's so good is because you get big moves down and then you get big pops just a couple days ago. So you can short the market and make money on the drop. Then you get out of those, you go long, and you make it right back in the other way. And you're just adding percentages to your portfolio exponentially as this market gyrates. All right, ultimately, I do think this market goes lower. I want to be clear on that. Today, we're seeing kind of a positive vibe on trade. Yesterday, it was a negative vibe on trade. So it's just a way the market, as the wind blows kind of thing, and that's the way the markets are going. In terms of upside, here's your gap fill. This is probably where we're headed by tomorrow at some point. Connect this high to this high, and you're going to get that exact spot right around 293 on the SPY. And you can see we're trending in that direction. So I do think by tomorrow we probably fill that gap. Once we fill that gap, I'm going to start to look to short this market again, maybe buy the VXX again, maybe play some other ETFs on the long side that would be short the market. All right. There are a couple stocks that I do like out there. I've been talking up the marijuana stocks like CGCA, CB, and Tilray, TLRY. And the main reason is you're getting a retrace of their recent move. And I got to be honest, over the longer term, I don't like a ton of these stocks out there, but I do like the marijuana stocks, and I'll tell you why. Well, basically, if you go into a recession, which, listen, I mean, we've had an 11-year expansion. There's at some point we're going to get into a recession, whether it's this year or next year or the year after that. It's just the way history shows us. The key is you're not going to see people shy away from cannabis. You're not going to see all of a sudden people not buy those drinks with CBD in them or those oils or whatever. It's just like alcohol. In recession, alcohol does great. Alcohol companies do great. People are still wanting to go out and forget their troubles, just like cannabis. So it's actually kind of an anti-recession play if you start accumulating some of these plays down here. In addition, I think snack companies are going to be looking at the current valuations of Tilray, CGC, ACB, and some of these other ones. They're going to start saying, listen, we see we can make billions of dollars off of, infusing some of our products with CBD. Let's buy some of these at these cheap valuations right now. And again, if you look at Tilray, if I zoom out on the Tilray chart, I mean, look at this chart. I mean, now, granted, it should have never been up at 300, but, I mean, even when it was up at $75, $80, 70, 60, 50, 40, 30, I mean, it's trading in the low 20s now. It's actually getting kind of intriguing in terms of a valuation play. So I think you're going to get probably some M&A action over the next 6 months, and that obviously puts a bid underneath many of these names as well. All right, so that's what we have there. Couple of the stocks, I actually like GE here on a retrace. You see this bottom here on that kind of that that sell side signal there, and then it retraced, never broke the lows, went up, and then it kind of has retraced back here. I actually like it down here. I have a bunch of technical signals that are telling me it's a buy. In addition, with earnings coming up on GE, I'm a big believer that the CEO is going to want to showcase. So basically, this big drop over here happened when one of these pseudo analysts called it a fraud or whatever, and it panicked everyone. Well, guess what? The CEO knows about that. He's pissed about that. He's going to come out and say and make sure that they report a solid quarter. So I actually think there's upside going into the quarter and maybe even after the quarterly report on this. And I picked up some call options on this so I could limit my risk a little bit in terms of just playing it for that upside pop. Maybe try to pocket 30-40% on this pretty easily going into earnings or maybe on that earnings announcement. All right. We are seeing interest rates rise today, so with the positive vibe on China, interest rates are moving up. You can view interest rates generally by following the TBT. And again, interest rates you can see have pulled back quite a bit recently, but are now heading back up. That's good for the bank stocks. A stock like JP Morgan getting a bounce today up $1 and change. I still think JPM has more downside short term. Here's a gap fill. Here's the 200. It's got to get here. Then I actually start to get interested in it right there once it gets to that point. There's a bunch of stocks out there that I think are top heavy. Walmart is being one of them. Walmart, beautiful retrace back to these recent highs. If you look out on the chart, I mean, it's had quite a run. I do think Walmart is overdone here and due for a corrective move, so I like the short on Walmart. Procter & Gamble's another one. Procter & Gamble, you can see pivot top here. Look at this chart on Procter & Gamble. I mean, just an insane chart that's begging for a corrective move. It started to have one here, popped back, had another one. Now the market's rescuing it. But once it breaks this 50 moving average, I mean, you could easily fall down to, this level here, 200 MA, within a week or two. I mean, it could be a fast and furious decline when that technical level is broken. All right. Other than that, I mean, basically at Verified Investing, folks, at InTheMoneyStocks.com, we just continue to print money. It's the greatest job in the world, as I've explained to many, many individuals out there. And you can see our track record. So, again, Verified Investing is run by me. Verified Options is run by me on InTheMoneyStocks.com. And it'll be my pleasure here quickly to show you this track record. So here's the website, InTheMoneyStocks.com, folks. It's our new website. We launched it just over a month ago. It's awesome. It's fast. And it is sweet. And if you just go over here, you can see my name right there, and here are my services below: Verified Investing Alerts, Verified Options Alerts. And if you just go to the pages, it has the track record right on it. So you can see right here, here's a video I did, which basically talks about the service and what you get, and then so forth. You have the reviews right here, and then if you scroll down here, here's our track record. It's a little bit, you're not going to, let me just move it over so you can see the profits. You'll have to go see it yourself because it'll showcase all you can see all the way over. And again, I guess maybe I could shrink this page down. Let me try to do that here. There we go. Now you can see the stock. So today we closed out FEYE 5.73%. Yesterday VXX for 7%. The day before that Roku for 11.6%. The day before that same day, in fact, or the day before that, we have MJ for 8%, UCO for 5.8%. I mean, this just look at all these profits, folks. And again, you have a couple losses in the mix there, that which is normal. No one's going to be perfect. I certainly am not. But again, you can see everything I trade, and these are all trades we took this year, verified, and it's spectacular. So I encourage you to come join us here at InTheMoneyStocks.com. If you're a swing trader, you want verified investing alerts. If you're a options trader, you want verified options alerts. Track record is right there for the seeing as well. Beautiful track record there. And if you want live day trading, you can go right here to the live day trading room. That's where we day trade every day, and we made countless amounts of money on that. You can go here and see the track record right there. It's spectacular. Look at that profit this year alone, $259,552. Pretty sweet. If you want my partner services, he's right here, Bullseye Trading Alerts and Bullseye Options. It's really up to you guys. Have a great one, guys. Take care, and thanks for checking us out.